So Donald Trump has filed yet another lawsuit, this one against the House Select Committee investigating the insurrection, its chairman, Benny Thompson, and the National Archives. Why? Because Donald Trump doesn't want anybody to see the evidence, the incriminating evidence of what he did when he orchestrated and incited the insurrection. Let's talk about why his lawsuit will fail. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So Donald Trump has filed yet another lawsuit. He is suing Representative Benny Thompson, the chairman of the House Select Committee investigating the insurrection, and he is also suing the National Archives for the purpose of keeping the lid on, hiding from public view, the evidence of his crimes. Let's put it another way. Donald Trump is suing Representative Thompson and the National Archives for the purpose of obstructing Congress and obstructing justice. Here's how Politico is reporting it. Headline: Trump sues January 6 committee, National Archives. The article begins, Donald Trump is suing the January 6 Select Committee and the National Archives to block the release of his White House's records related to the Capitol attack. The former president's lawyers filed a 26-page suit in D.C. District Court on Monday, declaring the committee's a, quote, vexatious, illegal fishing expedition, close quote. Emphasis is mine there. And Representative Benny Thompson and Representative Liz Cheney, a Republican, filed a joint statement in response to Donald Trump's absurd lawsuit. Here's what they said in part. The former president's clear objective is to stop the Select Committee from getting to the facts about January 6th, and his lawsuit is nothing more than an attempt to delay and obstruct our probe. Precedent and law are on our side. Now, what's Donald Trump trying to accomplish? Well, a couple of things. He's obviously trying to hide from us, from the Select Committee, evidence of his crimes. He's also trying to give his friend and criminal associate Steve Bannon a little bit of cover, a little bit of plausible deniability. Here's the thing. This lawsuit provides no cover. And if it provides anything, it provides implausible deniability to Steve Bannon. Donald Trump could just as soon invoke magical unicorn immunity to try to protect Steve Bannon, and it would be equally unsuccessful because Steve Bannon wasn't a member of the Trump administration in 2020 or in 2019 or in 2018. He left the administration in August of 2017. So he could not have been somebody who was providing advice and guidance to the president as a member of the president's cabinet or as one of the president's close advisors in the executive branch. So immunity, executive or otherwise, doesn't apply to anything that Steve Bannon and Donald Trump discussed. So this does nothing for Steve Bannon, who is about to find himself criminally indicted for contempt of Congress. We're going to be talking a bit about that again in a future video. But let's go back for a minute to Donald Trump's lawsuit, where he claims, and I quote, that the Select Committee's work is vexatious. It's an illegal fishing expedition. You know, nothing persuades federal court judges like cartoonish hyperbole. speaking of federal court judges, we just learned that this lawsuit that Donald Trump just filed has been assigned to Judge Tanya Chutkan of the District of Columbia Federal District Court. Tanya Chutkan was a public defender in the courts of Washington, D.C. for more than a decade. Now, this was many years ago when I used to try murder cases against Tanya Chutkan, as well as, for that matter, her husband, Peter Krauthammer, who is also a judge, albeit in D.C. Superior Court across the street from Federal District Court. And let me tell you, Judge Chutkan, she is smart, she is fair, she is strong, she is fearless, and she will get this litigation right. Now, I almost hesitate to talk about who appointed Judge Chutkan. Why do I hesitate? Because for all of the years I prosecuted, can I tell you, friends, I never once asked the question, that judge who's going to be trying my case or the case that I'm prosecuting, who appointed that judge? What president? Republican, Democrat? That was not something that was ever in my consciousness when I was a prosecutor. Unfortunately, we had 4 years of Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell cramming down the throats of the American people unqualified judges. So we have to these days ask, well, who appointed the judge who is about to hear a Trump-filed frivolous lawsuit? Tanya Chutkan was appointed by President Obama. But you know what? She calls it the way she sees it, and the way she sees it is right, in my estimation, in my opinion, in my experience. And if I can be so bold as to predict, she will handle this case in accordance with the facts and in accordance with the law, period. She will do it fairly on behalf of the litigants. She will do it fairly on behalf of the American people. And as importantly, I think she'll do it expeditiously. And why is that just as important as resolving the case fairly? Because we know what Donald Trump does. He tries to weaponize the delay inherent in the court system. He tries to run out the clock. He doesn't file suits because he believes he has any chance of winning. He files suits to delay the matter until he can run out whatever clock is important to him. I don't believe for a minute Judge Chutkan will allow that to happen. So stay tuned, folks, because I think this is perhaps the perfect judge to be presiding over Donald Trump's frivolous lawsuit. Mind you, Judge Chutkan has also been very vocal in her criticism of the Department of Justice's handling of some of the insurrection cases, expressing her concern, her frustration that the Department of Justice seems to be too lenient in handling some of these insurrection defendants. So, I believe this lawsuit will be resolved the way it should be, based on the facts, based on the law, and expeditiously, because Judge Chutkan knows, as do we all, that justice matters. Friends, as always, thank you for tuning in to these Daily Justice Matters videos. They're also available in podcast form, audio only. Just go wherever you typically get your podcasts. And if you would like to support our all-volunteer efforts, our mission, our content here at Justice Matters, we're up and running 7 days a week, producing and posting legal analysis videos. Feel free to come over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron. You can join Team Justice proper. And if you do, I will notify you about upcoming Team Justice events. And I'll also send you a Team Justice sticker and a personal handwritten note of thanks if you decide to become a patron. And thank you to so many of you who have already joined Team Justice over on patreon.com. And as always, friends, please stay safe. Please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.